Hey there! I know I look like a 90s, whatever you may call, with a sweatshirt and the big scrunchie and everything.
Jane Bonda.
Shut up. So, I had an inkling wherein I wanted to eat kanchak ka khana. So, I don't know if people know about this. So, in North, usually they, get in girls from like, the little girls in the neighborhood and they give them Puri, Chana and Halwa. So, this is like a very common thing over there. And I was kind of craving it. So was my mom, dad and grandmom. We are at their place right now. And so we went ahead and already gundofied dough for puri, which is currently like becoming softer and everything for us to make it. And I've gone ahead and soaked chana and cooked it in salted water. That's it. So this is just chana that was soaked and pressure cooked for like 4 or 5 whistles in salted water, and it's like cooked in very soft, pretty soft. So I'm gonna be making the chana right now, and my grandmom has gone ahead and roasted the suji and kept. So I'll be making halwa too. I'm not gonna be showing, probably, I don't know, like how to make puris, because Vishal is the one who usually makes the puris.
No,
You are the one who always rolls it out and gives
I
it.
roll it out, but I don't make it.
But you've made it also. But anyway, so
I have 33% contribution.
so let's go ahead and make the chana. So I've just switched on the gas stove with my kadhai, and I'm going to be adding like 2 tablespoons of oil. It doesn't need a whole lot of oil. That's one thing that I like, and there's not much of that onion, garlic, tomato, etc. that has to be made and everything. So once the oil becomes slightly hot, here I have my trusty masala dabba, and I'm going to be adding jeera. That's like a teaspoon of jeera there. So you can see that the jeera is starting to sizzle. So I have my hing as well. A little bit of hing. Like 1/4 teaspoon. And once the hing also starts sizzling, we're going to be adding some haldi powder. Let's go ahead and keep the the flame at like low. So I'm going to be adding like 2 tablespoons of dhania powder and a small spoon of turmeric, followed by a good teaspoon of red chili powder. You can always adjust it later, not over add. So you can see the spices sizzling with them. As you can see, the spices are sizzling, they are coming together. And here I have the chana. There's a little bit of water in this, so that's completely fine. We'll just go ahead and add that. Now you need to cook this until it reduces. And always you can check for salt. If you want to add more, you can go ahead and do that as well. Once the chana comes to a boil, I'm going to be adding a bit of garam masala. So I'm using like 1/2 teaspoon of garam masala over here. So my voice cut out at this part, and here is the last ingredient that's gonna go into it, which is amchur powder. So this you can add according to your taste to add a tang to the dish. Here I've moved chana to a smaller burner, and for the halwa I've added like a few tablespoons of ghee over here, and I'm going to be roasting some cashews in it. So I hope you heard the voiceover in the previous because Vishal forgot to connect the mic. So yeah, I mean in the meanwhile, I've just taken out the cashews which have been, which I've fried in ghee basically, and let's switch on the gas stove again. So in the same ghee, I'm gonna be adding the rava basically, or suji as you can say. So that's like 1 cup of suji. Now I'm going to be roasting it slightly in the ghee. My grandma has already roasted it plain without anything. So I'm going to be roasting it in the ghee for a little bit. So the rava is kind of changing colors right now, and I usually add like the same amount of sugar as the suji. So once this comes to once it changes a little more, like the color gets a little more golden, the amount of water that I add is 1:2.5. So now I have 1 cup of suji here, so I'll be adding 2.5 cup of water. And the problem here is that you need to keep stirring while adding water, or else this is going to become all lumpy. So I'll come back to you when I'm adding water. So it has already started to change color. It has gone quite golden. I here have 2 times the water, so I keep like another 0.5 times in reserve just in case it gets too thick. That's when I add it. So here I'm adding it, and I need to keep stirring. The roasted pieces that you see is actually cashew nuts. You can see it's kind of coming together. Initially I had to mix it quite vigorously so that it doesn't clump up. Now you can see it's kind of smooth. You can add color etc. in this time if you want to have like a colored halwa. Here I have cardamom pods, so I'm gonna be taking like 5-6 of them. So first thing is to crush them slightly and get the peel off. Crush them. I'm just getting the seeds into the water vessel. I don't know if you guys can hear it, there's pigeons outside. As I did that, here you can see it's gotten nice and thick. It's cooked very well. So all this is happening as the gas stove is on sim. One thing that I always say is that first, when you're roasting your suji in ghee and then adding the water, it tends to clump less. So I'm going to be adding the sugar. So it's the equal amount of suji. Just add the sugar. Now this is going to get loose because the sugar is going to dissolve and make itself caramel-like. So that basically makes the halwa a little loose. Now let's just give it a mix. You can see that the consistency is going to change quite a lot. It's going to dissolve itself in the halwa, and see, it's gotten so much looser than what it was like that. So here we have the chana. The chana has reduced quite a bit. Now it's just gonna reduce a little more, and yeah, the masalas are going to coat the chana. That's it. It's Vishal's turn to be on screen, and he's going to pound the cardamom. So I have the cardamom powder over here, as you can see. Here's the cardamom powder. I'm just going to be adding that to the halwa. It's nearly cooked. We'll give it a thorough mix. As you can see, the texture has changed once again. It's got a little thicker. I think we'll be adding a little bit of water out of that half a glass that I suggested. Like a couple of tablespoons more. And do not waste the cardamom beans whenever you're making chai, you can just add that. They're ready. You can add like a couple of tablespoons of ghee. I'm going to be adding the cardamom that I've roasted in ghee. Risha, do you like Puri ka halwa? No, you haven't had kesari ever, huh? You haven't had kesari ever?
I had it.
Then do you like kesari?
Yes.
Is that only? Different states, different names for this.
Which kesari are you talking about? Zuban kesari.
I can't. Okay, so I'm just gonna switch off the stove. As you can see, our suji ka halwa is ready. As well as our chana. So once we make the puris, we'll take you to the taste test. So puris are being made. There is Vishal. And here we have the puris and the chana and halwa. So this is something that I think I make once in a while at home. Why don't you give it a try? क्या हुआ?
Garma garam. Puri. Garam chole. Punjabi style. Balle balle.
Tell us what you like.
Good. It's like a, the khatta meetha flavor that you have. Probably except this puri, every puri you can have like one quarter of the puri you can have it with the chole, one quarter with the halwa. So keep alternating it throughout your whole day. Amazing. I really love it. You guys also try out the recipe which Rashmi has showed you in the video, and do let us know in the comments down below how do you like it. If you have anything else that you would like us to try out or probably make a video of, please do let us know in the comments down below. Do subscribe to our channel, like this video, and do share it with your friends. We'll all see you in the next. Bye bye.